That's recording now. So
Right. Okay, so this is episode 1 of our podcast, Ask the Coaches, with Michael Wheatman, Philip Hope, and Thomas Clay. So we asked you guys to send us in some questions, and we've picked a few of them. We're going to spend the next half an hour or so talking about them. So the first one was, we had it pretty much the same question from 2 people. Dan Rogerson, Sean McLaughlin, basically asked, how do you put weakness work into a CrossFit program? If you have a gymnastics weakness or something you want to work on, or you want to put a strength bias into your program, how would we put that into a CrossFit program? So I take it that CrossFit is the aim, like CrossFit's the goal, to get better at CrossFit.
Even though Sean's a weightlifter now.
Yeah.
Clever.
Sean.
It's the way to go. It's the way to go, isn't it? Just specialise as soon as possible.
Don't think out of breath anymore.
I think the point with Sean was, I remember one day I was in on a Sunday and Sean did 15.5. Remember thrusters and rowing, and I remember Sean went off like a bat out of hell, put himself in the cave. Next week he was a weightlifter. Got some Iron Man straps and some lifters, and I'm a lifter now. So
and a singlet.
Yeah, I've just signed up to Catalyst Athletics.
Well, gymnastics is the easy one. Like they tell you on the gymnastics course, you can just do your gymnastics as you warm up. Just program gymnastics for your warm up every day.
A lot of people ask that, like, especially from my side, a lot of people ask, like, how do I program gymnastics? And like, what exactly do you mean by gymnastics?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's the one I've got to specify.
But do you want to learn how to do a planche? Like,
yeah.
Or do you mean 10 toes to bar?
Yeah.
CrossFit gymnastics, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And we used to do it with the RX, didn't we? When we first used to do the RX classes, the warm up was just like
the warm up was like
it was all stuff from gymnastic bodies, wasn't it?
Yes.
Cool.
And it was ended up being like 32 minutes of 45 seconds on, 10 seconds, 15 seconds off of hollow holds, arch body holds, false grip sort of progressions, and all that sort of stuff.
30 minutes.
And the main
50 minutes, couldn't it?
Yeah, the main thing is it's not physically that taxing on your nervous system, or you're not going to have crazy DOMs, or you're not going to be knackered for doing your class or whatever it is you're on afterwards.
You can get better at it without like spending an hour on it, basically.
Yeah.
That's especially in gymnastics, because the skill demand's so high, you can't really afford to do any shitty reps. You can't really be getting anywhere near close to capacity.
Yeah.
Or
it's not like you 1 hour and clean where you can just keep going over and trying to thrash it and give up and cry.
I think with weakness work as well, like, it's a massive question how we put weakness into programming. Like, it's going to vary, but you've got to look at, like, weakness sounds like a limitation more than it sounds like a movement, or like even a time domain, really. Like, I think they've got to look at what the actual limitation is, and then keep them moving without stopping them moving. Do you know someone who's really like horrendous at weightlifting? They kind of go away and do it for like 8 months, and then lose everything else. And like, that's seeing the limitation blatantly, but then just not preserving any kind of stimulus and just stopping them dead. Going purely weightlifting, and everything else goes tits up.
You just lose all your conditioning, lose any sort of capacity for what the aim is, which is to be better at CrossFit.
Yeah.
That's why the perform stuff's good that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Like, the main of it is the classes and everything's getting taken care of, and then
I found that now since like as the program's like evolved and whatnot, like from doing what I did, I was literally programming like 5 days worth of extra work, and now because the classes cover everything, I don't really put much more in. They might get the odd gymnastic day or the odd kind of like monostructural day, but nothing else goes away from that. That's covered. Yeah,
that's why, like, with me and Ollie doing the program, we try to, because we're trying to give people what they need right now, and just like, I mean, post open, and no one's really keen for doing loads of horrible gassy stuff. So get everybody stronger, and then give them what they want, which is to feel like they've done something great, like a really good workout, get a really good sweat on. And that's it. It's programming around that. So some of my guys on 3D Perform, I'll take some classes away from them.
Yeah, same,
Because obviously the energy system that they'll be using for that type of class may possibly take away from what they're trying to work on. And it's sometimes just taking that away so they can concentrate on working on the pulling strength or all that sort of stuff, or the squatting strength, for example. So sometimes it's about taking away the stuff that will harm it, so you can improve that, and then blending it back into.
It's a hard one that as well, because we had with mine and stuff. If you had like you'd give someone something that would target weaknesses, and that might take them out of classes. They'd then take upon their own back to do the class and the weakness work, and then they put some more in after that, and then that has literally fucked your week.
Yeah, of course it has, and they'll also feel like shit probably.
Yeah, they might go well for that workout, but then they can't hold on to the pull-up bar the next day because they're absolutely exhausted with grip.
I've had a great Monday, Tuesday, and now I'm dead.
I can't train until Sunday again.
That's it. It's about having good communication with you. It's about having a coach who understands you and your body, and then having a good communication with that coach. Because if it's put across in the wrong way, it's like, I'm going to do all my weakness work and the class, and I'm just going to jump in on this.
And I won't tell you until you find out, because you can't pick up a barbell the next day.
Why do you look like why do you look half dead? Well, I did everything in one day.
Yeah.
So that's part of that, yeah.
That's sort of experience of mine as well. If I've been like, if my day's been taken off me from whatever, I'll try and fit like 3 days worth into a day. I did it a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? And I looked like I was proper good at that.
I think it's a little bit almost of an ego thing. Like, no, I've got to get it in. I've got to get it in. When really, you're best off going, all right, start again. I've missed Monday. That's it. I'd start on Tuesday and I'll crack on.
Yeah. So go on specifics. How would you put weakness work in? Give me examples.
Should we have an example?
Yeah, go on example.
Yeah. So if, say for example,
let's talk gymnastics.
Yeah,
common question.
Easy. What's an easy one that a lot of people want? Pull-ups.
Yeah.
And say the workout. So should we go off a workout as well?
Whatever. Yeah. Just
say there's Jackie in the workout.
If someone said I want to get my weaknesses is gymnastics as a whole, I do the classes.
You've got 3.
How would you program?
Skill, strength, flexibility. It's quite a good way to do it, because that covers everything. Sometimes it's skill, so it's like they're strong enough. Like Deck today can't do toes to bar. He's strong enough to do it. He just hasn't taught himself how to kit. Strength. It's usually strength.
Yeah.
To be fair, no one's ever said I'm too strong. You know what I mean? It's usually strength, and then again flexibility. There might be like a mobility issue. So you could do it like that: 1 day skill, 1 day strength, 1 day flexibility, and then just program it like that.
Yeah,
it's a thing. So as long as you know the specifics, like which will be with the intent, you can then not take away from the classes or whatever program they're doing, while fixing limitations. As long as you know the intent, what they need to get better at, what they're doing, and then where you want to get them to, and not taking through this fucking mental loop, just kind of just going along that way. Then it's pretty straightforward.
So say there was a workout last week with it was push jerk, pull ups, and box jump overs. If say for example the limitation was strength for pull ups, and that was the workout, and you wanted them to do that workout instead of the pull ups, or instead of jumping pull ups or ring rows or another scale, you might have them do eccentrics. Work maybe. Yeah, that's a good example. That might be right for a certain athlete.
So that would be what, strength. But if you wanted to do it more skill, it could be you do
like
kipping pull-ups.
Just the beat swings.
10 kips, 10 ring rows.
So you're
getting the skill.
Plus
you're getting the skill and the strength.
That's good. Yeah. I think a lot of it, especially with the intent as well, they've got to be really, especially if they're working with a coach, they've got to be like upfront about what the question is. Because like gymnastics, you're like, well, that's such a broad thing.
Yeah.
Like with a coach, you know that before it happens. But when someone just comes up and asks, like, I need to get better at this, and like, I can't answer that question because it's such a shit. I don't know.
It's too open. It should be. Here's where I am.
Yeah.
Here's my goal.
Yeah. And I've seen you do at least a few workouts. You can see it from then.
Yeah. Definitely. It's understanding of your athlete, being open, being honest with where you are, what you want.
It's then being honest with you as well, isn't it? Like, because it cut to on coach side, mega. I've had some people, and I've taught them through online. I'm like, I'm going to walk in like a regional level person here, and then I walk in, I'm like, nah.
Yeah, they've gone. Oh, I've got this. I've got that.
It's been realistic, isn't it?
No, you've not.
Yeah, which is fine. Just be fucking realistic, man.
Yeah. So really, figure out what your main intent is. If it's CrossFit, or it could be weightlifting. Gymnastics is easy. Do it as you warm up, and then take it from there.
That's a good shout at the warm up. Gymnastics warm up.
So if CrossFit's your thing, gymnastics can be your warm up, and weightlifting might be your weakness work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if
Yeah,
weightlifting's your thing,
You can combine them, why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
you can still do your gymnastics as you want.
Gymnastics you want, then go with it.
Yeah, so if
Yeah.
weightlifting your thing, but you want to get a bit fitter, gymnastics, weightlifting, you can maybe do a metcon.
Just sometimes,
You know what I mean?
sometimes I'd take a step back and be really honest with yourself.
But
and be
yeah.
like, I'm not going to do Fran
Not
today
trying to-
because
or,
I'm not going to build to a heavy clean and then do Fran.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be, and sometimes you need a coach to tell you that, just to hold you back and just to say it out loud to you. That's a bad idea. Here's what you're going to do today instead.
So how would you? So we taught gymnastics to the wall. How would you do weightlifting?
If
For instance,
weightlifting
for
was
example,
the aim,
Yeah, if weightlifting was the aim.
But
As
still-
in the
they want to get
average,
stronger at
the
weightlifting.
average.
You can flip it on its head
Member.
and just do more weightlifting as the warm up.
But how do you do it? Like give them the goal like specifics. Like what would if you were going to program weightlifting for someone who had a really basic understanding that for a snatch the bar's got to go in one move from the floor to overhead, but they really had no idea about what happens in between the start position and the end position, no idea the critical positions in between.
Yeah.
What would you do? Because this is the problem I've got. Because I'm definitely weightlifting biased between anything else. Is I'd hammer positions and I really would forget about their intent of getting towards classes. And I literally will take them away from classes.
Yeah.
I'm only using that example because I've said it when I said before. I take mine away for like 4 to 6 weeks to do weightlifting.
Yeah, that's the
At the aim of getting just understanding. Because if I say go and do more snatching, but they can't snatch,
yeah.
what am I?
Well,
What
that's
am
the
I saying?
thing. At that point, that's a real serious thing that needs addressing, and they'd have to invest into some PT or going on a workshop or a seminar or something to really understand that movement, because it is very complicated. And
That's what's hard for remotely, isn't it? For people to perform
that's
or if
tough.
you just want to program.
Yeah,
The programming.
you can't program improving a skill.
Yeah.
You can't if
If
you
only
understand.
an individual knows exactly
Yeah.
what the skill
Like,
is, knows the
you
ins
want
and
this,
outs of it.
I know Dave understands tall snatch
Yeah.
or segmented clean deadlift, and
Yeah.
that's what he's going to do. If they completely understand that, then they can get stronger at that position if they know exactly what they're doing on a technical.
Yeah. So the good point with the clean deadlift, like last couple of weeks ago, I had a clean deadlift for the 3-part pause from the floor, knee, and the hip, and people were sending me back numbers that were more than the clean. I was like, you can't have done that. Like, because you can't clean.
Because you wouldn't have been in those.
One foot down was like 130 kilos and the clean 70. I was like, there's no way. So there's no point me putting more of that in if they don't understand what I'm asking of them.
Yeah.
And that's the coach kind
He's
of.
just deadlifted it, but started
just
in the
deadlift.
setting. Then his arsehole's at the ceiling.
Yeah,
and he's
totally.
just deadlifted it.
So you need to decide what your thing is that you want to do.
Yeah.
You need to decide what your weaknesses are,
Mhm.
and then
Where they meet. So I think a lot of people, if they ask questions, they're looking for like an answer, but you've got to, and this is why I might come across like a dick sometimes. You've got to, the question's got to be a good enough question to validate a good enough answer. So if you're looking for workouts, if you're just looking for like, right, I've got a gymnastic weakness, give me a workout. What, hang on, there's much, like, so you've got to go back to fundamentals, and if they understand like where they are, which is like I said, the intent, and then what they're kind of doing like program week wise, and where you just fit in without kind of completely blocking them off one to get them better at something. But that comes down to a better question. But sometimes with these, you can answer it with a better question. If that gets you thinking more, then empowerment then much better.
Yeah.
Than me just giving you a workout, go and do an mom of whatever, or go and do an AMRAP.
Yeah.
If that's what they're looking for, that's not an answer. It's not. It's just you just kind of give them out a cool little work. A lot of people say to me, "Can you give me a gymnastic workout?" What for?
Yeah.
Like what for?
Yeah. Especially if you've got no understanding of where that happens.
Yeah. And then they want to say it. I want to get better gymnastics. You're like, what part?
Yeah.
It's too broad.
And that could be, so it's weakness, so that could be a gymnastics, a muscle load, it could be...
Well, it's perfect. There's got to be a specific to the kind.
Someone might as well just come in and say it. I want to get stronger.
Yeah. That is. It happens a lot. That's fair, doesn't it? I want to lose weight and get stronger.
It's part of it's educating your athlete.
Yeah.
Because they just think I need to get stronger. They don't understand.
It's not their job to understand
energy
it.
systems,
But it is their job to be open enough to listen to what's been said and then be like, that's interesting. And like I've got some clients now who will read more than me and they'll like challenge me on it. I'm like, that's gonna be thought about that way. And that's when you get really good with this shit, when they don't know more than you, but they have an understanding of, and then they can challenge you, and you can keep that. That's a mega relationship you're getting to.
Yeah. Is Dan on Perform?
Dan Rogerson's on the form, yeah.
He's on mine.
Dan, don't worry about me.
Dan,
so got you back.
So Dan was a good point because he was saying pro and weaknesses. So we went on. I've got this little Facebook group thing that I put on each week on things that I've seen in the gym or if the feedback videos to me or whatever. And his particular thing was weightlifting wise. He wanted to get stronger, but he was enjoying the weightlifting classes for the on the class timetable.
Yeah.
But he was also like mobility wise for Dan. You know, I posted about range of motion, not while losing torque, not by losing tension at the bottom and stuff. That was him all over. So I put that video on for him, and that's probably what he's getting across in terms of weakness wise. He says like he is snatching, but sometimes he's not snatching as well as he either wants to be or the point should be. Yeah. So he still sees a weakness. Do you know what I mean?
So that was his point. Yeah.
That was his point.
I'm too mobile.
Yeah. So he can hit the bottom of the overhead squat fin, so he's getting pinned in the day, hit the bottom of the squat, but like
he needs strength within that range.
Totally. Yeah, strength within the range.
Tension.
Yeah, so that goes back. So that's another specific in weightlifting. Like, how do you get the bar from there to there, and like how well do you do it as well? Like, same with gymnastics, you need, and that's where it has to be visual sometimes.
It's not just A to B; it's what happens within that and how they do it.
I always try and put in mind like the start position of whatever gymnastics or any fucking movement in general, like the start position, the end position, and the critical position. What happens in between those? And once they understand the critical positions, they can really start to coach themselves and give me better feedback if we do it remotely. And then there's a much better understanding of what Matt's going to do.
Sweet. So we're a bit clearer on that for Dan. The answer is just keep doing what you're doing, Dan, because Mike's looking after you. For Sean, who's not a member here, he's a weightlifter. He was asking about CrossFit and gymnastics, so it could be that do that somehow.
You mentioned that really mega thing on Train Think Tank about 17 point whatever.
17.3.
Yeah,
about
I think we watched that. But
moving under fatigue.
Yeah, on the Trainer Think Tank one, they did really good. I think it was a couple of ones ago, but the top was 17.3, and that was a really good answer to that question actually about putting how a really good weightlifter can just fall to bits because his gymnastics deficit is so huge that no matter if he can, there's people who can snatch well over what they actually finished on, but because the chest bars, which are massive. I'm talking about myself here, it was disgusting. I was doing strict backflip chest to bars. I was so knackered by the time I got my bar. The snatches weren't a drama, but because I was so close to capacity straight away, that then is an obvious weakness. Gymnastic skill, but also gymnastic skill in terms of CrossFit, how you blend them. Like, that's more of a clear question. That's a really good example of my gymnastics weren't good enough, which left me with a massive deficit, which put me so close to my overall, my top output work capacity that I couldn't do what I'm good at, which was snatching.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But then I did smash that at the end, and then we did an agreement that's now been nullified, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. But
let's not talk about that.
No, let's not talk about that.
So, yeah. So what do we think specifically to Sean? Because he's the one who asked the question.
Putting gymnastics and weightlifting around CrossFit. Gymnastics, as we said, is not that taxing on the body, as weightlifting is. So you can put that into warm-ups pretty much every session. Weightlifting is a lot more taxing, and you have to put that in a lot more carefully than you would.
Do you think you could do a gymnastics warm-up and just be ready to snatch?
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't take that much away from you.
Warm-up, just
a generic one, I think
it's a good idea. Like doing the gymnastics as a warm-up and then doing your skill work on that. That's cool. As well with gymnastics, that doesn't necessarily sometimes translate to weightlifters unless they kind of get the really hang of movement. Is like the body awareness in gymnastics far outweighs. Knowing people are so conscious of the barbell in their hand, they forget what the body's doing. Whereas in gymnastics, all I think about is what position am I in? Is this the right position? Have I got tension? That can relate really well to weightlifting because the same thing. It's the range of motion you're trying to find attention. Easier to teach that in gymnastics when they're not holding an external object because all they've got to worry about is what's happening in the body. So it'll cross that really well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Sweet.
Yeah, cool.
Answered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy days.
All right.